Aphrodite. Some say beauty is a curse. I say it's all in how you use it.
Welcome, traveler, to the first of many tales we'll explore together here on the channel. A little soiree into myth and legend. And who better to start with than the goddess of love herself? So settle in, and let's discover together, was Aphrodite truly the goddess of love, or something else entirely? Contrary to what some believe, she was not the daughter of Zeus. No, her origins are far older and far bloodier. Before she was the goddess of love, desire, and beauty, Aphrodite's birth was anything but gentle. She wasn't born from a mother's womb, but from Kronos overthrowing his father Uranus and casting a part of him into the sea. From the foam and blood, Aphrodite arose, fully formed, radiant, and irresistible. Even the gods themselves felt weak in her presence. She stepped onto the shores of Cyprus, and from that moment, the world would never be the same. When she arrived on Olympus, even Zeus, king of the gods, wasn't immune, though the tales of his infidelity were already legendary by this time. But Hera, his jealous wife, kept a close eye to prevent conflict among the gods who were already fighting for Aphrodite's affection. Aphrodite, the radiant goddess of love and beauty, desired by the gods and mortals alike. But behind the perfect smile was a pattern of chaos. Even her marriage was built on shaky ground. Zeus married her off to Hephaestus, the lame-legged, humble god of the forge, hoping to calm her wild charm and keep peace among the gods who fought for her affection. But Aphrodite had other plans. She wasn't the type to settle. Almost immediately, she took to Ares, the god of war, as her lover. Their affair wasn't quiet. It was loud, passionate, and dangerous. Hephaestus eventually caught them, in the act, trapping them in a golden net and calling the other gods to witness their shame. The gods laughed, but beneath their laughter was a bitter truth. Aphrodite could not be contained. And that was shown by the fact that Ares was not her only lover. She seduced mortal men, too. Like Anchises, a shepherd, with whom she had the hero Aeneas. The same Aphrodite who claimed to protect marriage and love was also the goddess who caused pain, jealousy, and destruction through her affairs. Her very existence sparked rivalries, like the infamous Judgment of Paris, where her promise of the world's most beautiful woman led directly to the Trojan War. But Aphrodite's legacy doesn't stop with broken hearts. It lives on through her children. She had at least 14 children, each carrying a complicated part of her nature. Most famous was Eros, better known as Cupid, the god of desire, armed with golden arrows that could make anyone fall hopelessly in love. A mirror of his mother's own powers, but even more reckless, and a story for another day. Then there was Priapus, a rural fertility god, notorious for his grotesquely large, well, let's just call it his symbol of fertility.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Priapus was so offensive to the gods that he was cast out to the countryside, becoming more of a crude joke than a figure to be worshipped. And then we have Hermaphroditus, her child with Hermes, a beautiful youth who merged with a nymph, Salamacis, to become both male and female, a living embodiment of duality, half man, half woman, representing the tangled line between love, identity, and desire. Even the satyrs, those wild woodland creatures of lust, famously chased after Aphrodite, but none could ever truly catch her. The goddess of beauty always stayed just out of their reach, leaving only chaos in her wake. Aphrodite, despite all her beauty, despite all those who sought after her, she had a rather mean streak when spurred. Take the story of Hippolytus, a young prince, strong, proud, devoted, but not to her. No, Hippolytus worshipped Artemis, goddess of the hunt, of chastity. He rejected her love when she approached him. He rejected her lust when she offered herself. And this was something Aphrodite could not accept. In his eyes, desire was a weakness. He mocked those who fell in love, scorned the power of Aphrodite, scorned the power Aphrodite held over gods and men alike. And that was his mistake. Aphrodite watched from her shining temples. Burned with anger, she would not be denied. She wove a cruel plan. She set her sights not on Hippolytus directly, but on his stepmother, Phaedra. She whispered into Phaedra's heart, planted a forbidden seed, a desperate, all-consuming love for her own stepson. She fought it, struggled against the goddess's curse. But desire, once lit by Aphrodite, spreads like wildfire. Day by day, Phaedra wasted, sick with longing, ashamed, trapped, until finally she broke. In secret, she confessed her passion to her nurse, who, hoping to save her mistress, tried to make Hippolytus return Phaedra's love. But Hippolytus, proud and unyielding, was horrified. He lashed out. He cursed all women, cursed love, cursed desire, and with those words sealed his doom. Phaedra, crushed by shame and rejection, took her own life. But before she died, she left behind a lie, a letter claiming Hippolytus assaulted her. Her husband, Theseus, king of Athens, returned home to find his wife dead, and a letter damning his own son. In rage and grief, Theseus called upon Poseidon, god of the sea, to punish Hippolytus, and the god answered. As Hippolytus rode along the shore in his chariot, a great sea monster rose from the depths. His horse panicked, the chariot shattered, and the prince was dragged to his death, body broken upon the rocks. And only then did the truth come out. But it was too late. Aphrodite had won. The prince who defied love lay dead, her power unchallenged once more. And so, when we think of Aphrodite, remember, she wasn't just the goddess who brought lovers together. No, that honor belongs to Cupid more than her. But she was the goddess who destroyed those who denied her, and brought chaos in the name of love.